Counter-Strike has been a breeding ground for some of the most creative and controversial mods in gaming history. From bizarre custom game modes to outright game-breaking tweaks, the community has pushed the limits of what's possible, often straying into the realm of the forbidden. In this video, we're diving deep into the mods that went too far, banned, abandoned, or just too wild for mainstream servers. Welcome to the forbidden mods of Counter-Strike. From now on, things are going to be more and more weird, so stick around, grab a drink, like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get this going with some awful Counter-Strike source mods. If you're a true gamer, you already know what's up with this mod. Introducing Counter Snack. This turns both teams into either Cool Ranch or Nacho Cheese Doritos, but no gaming session is complete without a big bottle of Mountain Dew. So the hostages are now giant bottles of Mountain Dew. Yes, this might be the tastiest version of Counter-Strike you ever see. Maybe you want the game to be a little more kid-friendly. Kids love to have pets like this sweet goldfish that they just grabbed out of the bowl, that you can now fling around as much as you like. Just don't let your kid pick up the new puppy dog that you brought home an hour ago. It turns out that the puppy is also an IED. Your kid also needs to use a family-friendly melee weapon, so I suggest the Wiimote that you have lying around the house, so that he can beat the crap out of everyone. Or, if he's a healthy kid, he can use the banana that you put in his lunchbox every single day but never seems to get eaten. If your kid is smart enough to throw the banana away before coming home, he can use his fidget spinner as a melee weapon, but be careful, spinning these has been known to be addictive. The Some Simple Reskins pack is the perfect choice when introducing good mods to the boys, because nothing boosts morale like dressing up for war. Who needs skill when you've got drip? This mod allows you to live out your dreams of being celebrities like Jeff Bezos, Guy Fieri, or even Joe Rogan. And you and your friends don't even need to go to the gym or bulk up on proteins. But if you still want to, try pair it with the Trout melee weapon. It might just be the tastiest weapon you can use, although there is one other option that may come close to matching it. The Colbasco sausage melee weapon. This one is the perfect choice for those who have a big salami in their fridge and have thought about beating their siblings over the head with it. They definitely deserve it though. In terms of weird gun mods, you have a few good options like the Super Soaker shotgun, which is perfect for playing on hot maps like Dust and Dust 2 so you can cool down your friends. Just remember to pump it up before you take another shot. If you need to take some longer range shots, try using the Crayon Sniper Rifle. This is one of those legendary mods that you will see pop up from time to time. It never makes sense, but it is always worth showing to people. For those who like to chill with a bit of the devil's lettuce, the Snoop Dogg Kush in a Can smoke grenade is a natural fit. When you throw it, you will hear some familiar sounds.
Weed, smoke weed every day.
Now that you have the munchies, you might be interested in the Snack Time Grenade Pack, which includes a Pringles can flashbang, Amp Energy Grenade, and a pack of Marlboro Reds for the smoke grenade. Now, you may have noticed I haven't really mentioned hostages too much. That's because I've been saving them for this very special moment. These regular hostages in CS Source are always getting in the way and half of the time get shot because they're just too damn big. That's why you need the Mini Hostages mod. Finally, you can live out your dream of rescuing children-sized scientists from captivity. If you're more interested in rock and roll all night, these KISS captives are the ones for you. If you're more interested in saving US presidents, then you have a couple of good options. You could spend all your days rescuing a questionably offensive Obama hostage model. But this is where things get a little naughty. Meet Corrin. Corrin was originally created in around 2005 as a character mod for Half-Life 2's Deathmatch. Corrin's popularity has led to her being ported to many different Source Engine games in many formats like this. There's also another version of Corrin wearing a Hooters uniform, because of course there is. The next best mod for guys who only want to rescue digital women is from everyone's favourite fighting franchise, Dead or Alive. Complete with jiggle physics and unique bikinis for each of the girls, this mod ironically features some of the highest quality models I've seen in a Counter-Strike game in a long time. If you're really down bad though, you can always opt for the completely topless version of the mod. Unfortunately for you, I have to censor it, but hopefully you know what the female body looks like behind the black bar. If not, I'm sorry. Counter-Strike 1.6 is known all around the world for having some of the best mods ever seen by human eyes. But it's also home to some of the weirdest people to ever grace an online server. Some of these people are super into superheroes like Iron Man, Wolverine, Goku, Captain America, Captain Turkey, Spider-Man, and last but certainly not least, Fat Extra Chromosomes Spider-Man. The rest of the player base is the kind of people who prefer playing amazing characters like James Bond, Sonic the Hedgehog, Donald Trump, or even Ronald McDonald so they can kill people in their favourite McDonald's playground. When it comes to C4 mods, nothing beats the explosive reputation of the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. At least now, you can say that your Samsung exploded on purpose, rather than needing to cry to your iPhone friends that it doesn't normally happen. The Nokia 1280 HE grenade is the perfect choice for anyone who wants to weaponize indestructibility. If you're too young to understand what is so great about some old phone with a black and white screen and physical buttons, I feel sorry for you because the rest of us got to use the best portable phones the universe will ever see. If you're more into shaking up soda cans and throwing them at people, then this Japanese PepsiCo grenade mod is probably up your alley. You can throw a can of Pepsi Nex at people, which is probably the best thing you can do with a sugar-free drink. Mountain Dew Violet is now your flashbang, and for your smoke grenade, you get the greatest lemonade ever, 7-Up. Now it's time to cover some of the melee weapons. If you know any Africans or Islanders, chances are you know that they fear one thing more than any other: a sandal. Now you too can put the fear into your friends using the Swallow Sandal, and give them what they truly deserve. Are you the kind of guy that just wants to smack your homies with a big meat stick? Then the chicken leg melee weapon is perfect for you. If your friends reach out and try to grab your big meat, then you might want to swap it out for what I call the Nutcracker. It's a sledgehammer, but it has a lot of utility. You can smash people in the head, or if you want, their other head. Sometimes it's good to let all of your anger out by smashing your keyboard on things, and this mod allows you to do just that. Your bright pink keyboard not only makes you look dangerous, but also very cute, like a toddler running around your kitchen with a knife in their hand. It's time to turn up the weirdness in 1.6, starting with the Alien Bong Knife by Kraszy. I know many of you were probably using one of these while playing Counter-Strike 1.6 back in the day, so don't pretend like you weren't. Prepare to have your genitals moved because this last melee weapon may genuinely be the best, but also the most intense weapon I've ever seen. This is the little sexy doll weapon. If you have ever wondered why guys will run with their knife out, it's probably not because they run faster, it's more than likely because they want to look at this girl dance and strip for them. I'm not sure how you can possibly get kills with something like this distracting you, but this is the world we live in, and every guy 20 years ago would have loved this mod. Those same people would have also loved this mod to be around back then. It's the Altushka hostage mod. If you love alt girls, then you might be the reason that she's sticky already. From what I can tell, this is actually just a reskin of the hostage model from CS Bikini. But someone took the idea of having hot girls in the game a little too far this time, in my opinion. So let's try and end this with a couple of more wholesome mods. Everyone loves Lego. So many moons ago, these Lego hostages were made. But it seems that all of the textures were more or less made by hand in Microsoft Paint, because while the meshes are half decent, these textures are genuinely 100 times worse than Lego Island from 1997.
Tell you what, I'm gonna have to start issuing you penalties. We don't much like getting run over around these parts.
Oh no. Did you hear that? That's right, it's Ugandan Knuckles, and he needs your help. Just don't give him your credit card, the expiry date, and the 3 numbers on the back. And while you may think that this is it, this is the peak of all Counter-Strike mods, there is one final mod that does actually beat this. It's Motherland Knuckles. You never knew that you needed this in your life, but now you do. He rolls around and he has the time of his life, and most importantly, he and his brothers have your back as you lead them back home. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you liked the video, please leave a comment on what your favorite Counter-Strike mod is. Maybe I missed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Join as a member if you want to support what I do. And finally, as always, take care.